Interesting comments from Ray Evernham. Take a look here at the starting grid. Always enjoyed working with Ray, not only in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series, but in the IROC Series, where he was with Benny Parsons and me in the booth. Great guy, and we wish him and Tyler Walker success here this afternoon. Well, we're going through the starting lineup rather quickly here. Jay Drake back on the 7th row, along with Bud Kading, who will be carrying one of our onboard cameras here. There's J.J. Yaley with the other onboard camera. Paul White, the former points leader. Robbie Flock in from California. There's P.J. Jones in the 12th row, and these guys are from the Last Chance race.
Yes, there's only one non-Chevrolet engine. That's the Mopar, driven by Tyler Walker. All the rest of them are Chevrolets, and all these cars are beasts except for 8 cars. So there's a lot of beast chassis in this field.
There are 2 onboard cameras. Here's J.J. Yaley as he gets set to go. There's a great crowd on hand today to see this race here, and the point standings reflect a 36-point advantage for Gamester over White. Dave Steele is only 61 behind, and Ed Carpenter 69. So actually the top 10 in points are very, very close. Tracy Hines and Dave Steele lead them down to the green flag, and the Dominics of New York 100 is underway for the USAC Coors Light Silver Bullet Division.
Everybody in there 2 by 2 through turns 1 and 2. It looks like they all made it through there safely.
And Dave Steele going to the inside of Tracy Hines at the end of the backstretch and is going to take the lead. Hines had the advantage going out of 2 down the backstretch, but Dave Steele turned it on, took the lead, and leads lap number 1. That is Bliss there in 3rd spot.
Not unusual for Dave Steele. He likes to be out front. He wants to make you run his pace, and he's done that the last couple of races. Gotten in the lead, made everybody chase him.
There's the 69 car of Brian Tyler working the outside of the racetrack. Everybody through. They're running 3 and 4 abreast through the corners here, as everybody is in good shape so far. Steele comes down once again to lead. There's Ed Carpenter in number 11. Whoa, look at Jay Drake, hard on the brakes.
He was very hard on the brakes. Almost got into the car in front of him, but barely missed him. You can see all the smoke flying off his front tire.
Jay Drake has not had a great deal of success in the Coors Light Silver Bullet Division this year. He is 25th in the point standing. Let's take a look at that, and whoa, he really smoked him.
Wow, you can see he started to the inside, saw that he wasn't going to be able to make it, had to really smoke those tires just to miss it. Right here, he heads to the inside, but by the time he realizes he's not going to make it, he gets really hard on the brakes. He's lucky to get that thing turned.
Man, oh man, he sure was. And here is Tyler Walker moving the inside of Mike Bliss and taking over the 3rd position. So Walker, who started 4th, moves up a spot and is now 3rd.
This is by far his best run. You see those sparks coming out of the bottom of that car? That's where the fuel tank is rubbing the racetrack. No real harm there, though. It'll get better as the race goes on.
Tyler Walker running in 3rd position. Meanwhile, the leader is Dave Steele. Gary?
Remember the last outing at Pikes Peak. Dave Steele turned outside the front row, and that kid this weekend, Dave Carter, set a track record qualifying running in the pole position. Dave Steele outside the pole, and then he was totally dominant. We actually talked to them before the race, and Dave would not say this on camera, but they said, we can dominate then, we can dominate today. We're going to go out and lead every lap, open up that lead, and have a dominant victory. Well, right now he's leading.
And it's the 4th race that Dave Steele has led so far this year. He led 15 laps at Phoenix, 13 at Irwindale. He led 85 in that dominating performance at Pikes Peak, and he's back in the lead here over Hines, Walker, Bliss, and McCord. Up ahead, but Steele has slower traffic. That is Carl Edwards, and all of a sudden Pike gets up behind Edwards, loses momentum, and Walker goes back to 2nd.
Well, these 2 youngsters really battling each other. They don't want to do that too much, though. You know, you still have the chance of losing that right rear tire. So you have to use patience as well as good driving at this point, because obviously Dave Steele has a blistered right rear tire, and he's not running as fast as either one of those guys.
And now Walker looks for a way around. That was John Nervo that they just went around, and Walker goes from the inside to the outside, has no room to pass. Now he looks inside once again at the bottom of the racetrack at the end of the backstretch, and wow, a good 3-car battle here up front.
Tyler Walker knows that he's got a great chance to win his first Silver Bullet race, and he's really all over Dave Steele. Oh, thought maybe he was going to touch him there. Steele got a little sideways, but he did not. Meanwhile, he's got to worry about Aaron Pike, who's right behind him.
Well, Dave Steele has visited victory lane in this series, but neither Walker nor Pike ever has. And now Steele will try to lap the slower car of Pewterball. Oh, some contact there between Walker and Steele.
Well, Dave Steele's doing exactly what he's got to do so far. He stayed right in the groove. If they're going to go around, make them go around on the high side. They have not, either one, been able to do that to this point. But as this race goes on, that tire he's got is going to get worse and worse, unless he can make those two youngsters wear out their right rear tires first, trying to get around it.
And meanwhile, Steele will try to get around Tobias now. That's the next car that he will put a lap down, and it looks like will successfully do so. Going on the outside of the track in turns 3 and 4. Robbie Flock is next in the number 5 car. Meanwhile, Walker once again going from side to side, from low to high, trying to find the way around Dave Steele and to get into the lead, but he's wearing up the rear tire.
Yes, he is, and so is Tyler Walker. You saw him get a little loose there. There aren't very many guys that could run that car as fast as it's running with that right rear tire in the shape it's in.
Look at him all over the racetrack.
Well, that's a danger. Tyler Walker's got to be very careful. He doesn't wear out that right rear tire trying to make this move. If he does, if he blisters as well, then he's going to go backwards. Uh-oh, there's a lot of smoke coming out of that car.
What's happened here? Oh, no.
Wow, tough break. A lot of smoke. It's going to be interesting to see if they call him in, because suddenly a lot of smoke coming out of the right side of that car.
Well, it hasn't slowed him down just yet, but now the yellow comes out, and they're going to have to check the racetrack to see if Walker has put some fluid down on it.
That's a huge break for Dave Steele. He'll give that tire a chance to cool off.
And Johnny Vance is looking on to see what the situation is with his driver, Tyler Walker, running in second position and having such a good afternoon, but boy, that smoke may indicate some very, very serious problems.
Well, it stopped now. There it is again. So there may be something. They're going to probably call him in and take a look at that. Then we'll know if it's leaking out a lot.
Well, it's now 3/4 of the way finished, 75 laps completed. Dave Steele, the leader at Richmond. Tyler Walker has been given the position back. He slides the rear end of the car coming off the corner, however. Let's see if Aaron Pike, running there in third position, can take advantage of that. Green flag comes out. We've got less than 20 to go.
Yeah, it looks like Walker has some sort of a problem with that right rear, where either it's getting blistered or there's fluid getting on it, because he got very far sideways. Meanwhile,
Brian Tyler is slowing, it would appear. Some of the lap cars going around him. That's Brad Knopfsinger, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has a blistered. Yeah, looks like the right rear is blistered.
It's a tough break for him. Back up front, you can see Dave Steele is hanging on. So far, he's been able to hold those youngsters off. Now that Walker doesn't seem to be near as challenging as he was a little bit earlier, and Pike has fallen back a little bit too. We'll see if that's just because the cool tires have been able to, Steele's been able to get going faster. Oh, he's still smoking that right rear, though.
He sure is. He slid off the corner that time. Dave Steele got a good jump there on the restart and put some distance between himself and Walker and Pike, but now Tyler begins to close in once again. I can't imagine what that smoking problem was. It's still going on, but if there's no fluid coming out of it, it's kind of a question mark as to what it is.
Well, it could be just a little bit of oil getting on the headers, whatever. There you can see Tyler head for the pit area. Could be just oil getting on the headers, and it doesn't actually get to the racetrack. But some of that spray could be getting on the right rear. Walker now looks like he's going to make a challenge. He got to the outside of Steele that time, tries to sneak in under it. Can't do that either.
And Aaron Pike is sitting back there in third position saying, just go ahead, guys, and battle it out and heat up your tires. And when you do, I'm going to be there to pass both of you.
Yeah, it doesn't appear. You don't see any streaks on the right rear of Tyler's car, which would indicate that maybe his right rear is not blistered. But certainly Dave Steele has been running on a blistered tire for the last 15 laps or so.
Well, just a little more than 10 laps to go in this race, and the question is, can Dave Steele fend off the challenge of both Tyler Walker and Aaron Fike. Walker to the high side of the racetrack. Now Fike takes advantage of that to try to go inside. Can't do it. This is a great three-car battle for the lead. And Jason McCord is coming up, too.
I was going to say, he's catching those guys. Steele is holding them up enough, but now he's caught all three of them, so he may be the fastest guy on the racetrack right now.
Oh, here's a good run by Tyler Walker off corner number 4. He's got it. Tyler Walker takes the lead.
A huge break for him as Aaron Fike did not follow him through. Now that's going to give him a chance to open up a little bit of a lead. So that was a huge, huge break for Tyler Walker to make that pass and have everybody else held up.
Remember, Jimmy Sills won in a Mopar-powered car here at Richmond the last time this Silver Bullet Division competed here in 1996, and now Walker begins to drive away. Here is Aaron Fike, meanwhile, to the inside of Dave Steele, and Fike goes to second.
Well, Steele's doing everything he can, but that right rear tire, he just cannot get the, the momentum off the corner. That thing's slipping and sliding, and he's just not going to be able to hang on.
And now Jason McCord will challenge Dave Steele, and Steele got the rear end of the car way sideways that time coming out of the corner, and Jason McCord unable to take advantage. Meanwhile, look who has suddenly sneaked into 5th position. The red car is Russ Gamester, our points leader.
He's quietly very tough at every racetrack, and he always seems to be very strong at the end, which is where you got to be strong.
And now Jason McCord, in his attempt to get around Dave Steele, also slides the rear into the car and heats up the tire, cannot make the pass. So McCord still runs in 4th. Gamester is in 5th spot, but up front. And here is Tracy Hines. Tracy, and look at that blistered right rear.
Yeah, that right rear is in very bad shape, and he's just going to give it up. He says it's too late to go back out there, change tires, and try to get back in the hunt. I'm just going to give up the ghost.
And just 5 more laps to go. 5 to go at Richmond. Can Tyler Walker win his first USAC Coors Light Silver Bullet Division race? He's got the lead right now, but Aaron Fike is challenging. They're coming up on John Dervo to put a lap on him.
Oh, he got ace. He's spinning the race car.
Oh, my gosh. Tyler Walker, while leading with less than 5 laps to go, spins in turn 3.
Aaron Fike actually got his nose in there, and when he moved up the racetrack, he just got up a little too high and spun that car. What a terrible, terrible break after a great run.
Well, the Mopar team, Ray Evernham, Johnny Vance, and Tyler Walker, have nothing to be ashamed of. They had a great afternoon, but unfortunately, they're not going to wind up in victory lane.
Oh.
It looks like he just drove it in too deep.
I think he just got in too hot. He was feeling the pressure from behind. He was trying to move on the outside, just drove in there too hot, got up high, and spun that thing. Just a very costly error on his part. You can see as he drives it in there, he just way too high as he got in there.
And again, they were trying to lap the slower car of John Nervo when the problems occurred for Tyler Walker. Gary?
Well, Johnny Vance has been a most troublesome day at some points for you. What just happened out there?
Well, I haven't got a call from Tyler yet. I don't know whether the motor let go. I don't know if he spun it or where he's at. I told him to turn it up, and
was this down between 3 and 4? I think he spun on his own.
I told him that I gave him his lap time and told him to turn it up and keep it as fast as he could. We had 4 to go. So what at that point, I don't know.
And this was a great day, or would have been a great day for you guys with all the Mopar guys here.
Yeah, we've been happy up till now.
We'll have some more great days.
Oh, yeah, we won't judge it all by this one.
Veteran car owner Johnny Vance will see his driver not win here today. Some frustration being shown by Tyler Walker after he spins while leading with less than 5 laps to go. Aaron Fike now has the lead of this 100-lap race as we near the conclusion. Stay with us. We'll see if Aaron can win his first. Take a look at the full field rundown. Paul White will end up in 5th position. Robbie Flock had a good race, ending up in the 10th spot.
Tony Elliott had a blown engine right there near the end as he was running in 5th and fell clear back to 17th spot, so that was a tough break for him. Ed Carpenter, of course, made that long pit stop.
And a lot of these guys here were victims of one type of mechanical problem or another with Gary.